Hi everyone, and welcome back to Tatyana's Everyday Food. Today I'm in the Taste Made kitchen in Santa Monica, California with pure leaf iced tea, and we're making one of my favorite pasta recipes. We're making tomato basil pasta made with real fresh ingredients like mozzarella cheese and heirloom tomatoes. And I love this recipe because it comes together so easily and you'll have a wonderful, delicious meal in no time. So let's get started. We're gonna bring a large pot of water to a boil and we're gonna add a little bit of salt to season it. Wanna make sure that the pasta is seasoned while it's cooking. We're gonna add it right in. Next, we need to heat a large saute pan over medium-low heat. And to this, we're gonna add a little splash of olive oil. And we're gonna add our diced shallots and our minced garlic. And you want to cook this over medium-low heat, just sweating the shallot and the garlic. You want to make sure that it doesn't burn and it doesn't turn brown. So while we're preparing that, we could start on our tomatoes. I'm going to cut my tomatoes into small little pieces. And I love using heirloom tomatoes for this recipe because they're so delicious and they're sweet and juicy. We're going to be using a long serrated knife to cut these heirloom tomatoes to keep the flesh nice and whole. Otherwise, if you use a regular knife, it might mash together the fruit and you're going to have a soupy tomato. So while you're cutting this, make sure to watch your shallots and your garlic as well, and give it a stir once in a while. Once the shallots and the garlic have cooked for a few minutes, we can add our white wine. So we're gonna add a little bit of white wine, we're gonna add it to the pan and let it reduce. While our sauce is reducing, we can finish cutting our tomatoes and give our sauce a little stir. And now we can move on to our basil. So we're gonna need a couple leaves of fresh basil. I'm gonna stack them into a nice little stack here, and we're gonna roll them and then just slice them through. I love using lots of basil in this recipe. You can add more or less to your liking. So I think the pasta is almost done now. To try it, perfect, al dente, as they say in Italian. All right, so now we're gonna turn off the pasta. We're gonna fish it out of the boiling water, and we're gonna add it to our pan with the shallots and the garlic. Next, we're gonna season our pasta with a little bit of salt. Sprinkle a little bit over the top, and we're gonna add a little bit of ground black pepper. And I love the flavor it gives to this pasta. I love all the delicious flavors in this dish, and I also love pasta bakes. You can prepare all the same ingredients and then spread them into a casserole dish, top with a little bit extra tomato sauce to keep the pasta moist, add a little bit extra mozzarella cheese, and then you can place it into the freezer for up to 3 months. And then when you need a convenient, fresh weeknight meal, you can reheat it in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 35 to 45 minutes, and you'll have a delicious dish in no time. And now we can transfer our tomatoes into our saute pan, kind of right on top of all that pasta. And we're gonna add our chopped scallions as well. And we're gonna give all of this a good toss. And this looks absolutely delicious. I absolutely love the colors in here. And now we can add our mozzarella cheese. So I'm actually just gonna tear little bite-sized pieces into my pasta. When my husband and I first started dating, this is one of the first meals that we shared together, and he absolutely loved it. He fell in love with my cooking and with me. And finally, we're just gonna add our olive oil and our balsamic vinegar. So we're gonna just drizzle it over the top. It's gonna add lots of flavor to the dish, and a little bit of balsamic vinegar for a little bit of acidity. All right, we're just gonna give this all a good toss, and it's ready to be enjoyed. And that's it, our dish is all done, and it's so easy to put together. This is such a delicious and fantastic meal. Enjoy this recipe, and thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Gail Simmons with Pure Leaf Iced Tea, here to share some great tips to add more flavor to your real brewed recipes. Pasta is like the little black dress at the dinner table. It's a great basic that you can eat in millions of different ways. Here are my tips to really dress up simple pastas. For something like a pasta with tomato sauce, I like to use a vegetable peeler to shave long strips of Parmesan right on top of it at the very end before you serve. Or you can crumble in a fresh cheese like ricotta salata. If you want to add flavor directly into the sauce, you can stir in fresh garlic, some chilies, and even a little lemon zest for a quick and really bright arrabbiata. Give that a stir, and it's ready to go. A little drizzle of olive oil right before you serve it, and enjoy. That hint of lemon zest perfectly complements the Pure Leaf Lemon Iced Tea.